Everything sports related. Breaking news, fantasy advice, score updates, weekly thoughts, and more. This is the Sports Juice Network.
What is going on, YouTube? I say, what is going on, YouTube? We are back. We're back. It's been another week since I've made a video. I've just been busy. That's the honest truth. But football is back. The preseason game started. We got to drop into some topics that I think is probably the biggest buzz around the NFL, okay? And today we're going to talk about the Cleveland Browns undrafted free agent rookie receiver, Damon Sheehy-Guiseppi. Yes, Damon Sheehy-Guiseppi is inspirational. That's the best way I can put this, okay? If you don't know, all right, so Damon Sheehy-Guiseppi, okay? This dude caught my eye a while back because I heard a story about him being the guy who lied his way into the NFL. And I was like, whatever happened to that dude who lied his way into the NFL? So, I did my YouTube research and I found out Mr. Raps because I always watch Raps videos all the time. And I watched the video and I was like, he ended up with the Cleveland Browns. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, this guy's 24 years old. He was the all-time return leader in yards in the nation college for being a kickoff returner or a punt returner specialist. Kind of funny that his favorite sport was actually basketball, but he did not make the basketball team at the community college he tried out for. So after he didn't make the basketball team, he was a little bummed out. He was like, you know what? I'm fast. Let me go run some track. Ran track, booming. He was pretty good. He was pretty fast. A car accident derailed his career. Once he got injured, he just let it go. It's like, man, I'm done. Nothing's really working out for me. So he decided to spend his last $200 just for NFL training. Like I said, he was a kickoff returner in JUCO. He went to his coaches. He's like, hey, I'm really trying to develop as a football player. Can you guys help me become a receiver? They said, no, stick to what you know. You're going to be the best returner ever. And he was like, bro, listen, you can only make so much money being a returner until you actually got to play another position in the NFL. So he was a little bummed out by that. But so he took his last $200. He went to Miami and he trained. All he had was $200. So you know what he did? He slept outside the facility on a green patch of grass for like days in a row. He went to Lifetime Fitness, charged his phone, took showers on a guest pass that he said that the people just kept giving it to him because they liked him. So that's listen, sometimes people get put in your life for a reason. So maybe they was put in his life to help him out through this situation, but he did it. He said when it came to food, he tried to eat twice a day, but he tried to find meals that would like satisfy him throughout the whole day. But other than that, his mom or close friends would like Uber Eats him some food and give him money to go get food. A former teammate of his told him that, hey, the Browns are holding a tryout, okay, and the president of personnel is gonna be there running the whole thing. Just heads up. He said, you know what? Say no more. Say no more. You know what he did? He said, I'm about to get on my computer. I'm about to research who, what's his name? Alonzo. Research who Alonzo is, and I'm gonna talk my way onto this roster. That's what he did. Came day of tryouts. He went up. He said the first thing he had to do was get past the security person. So he said, hey, I'm supposed to be on this list. I know the president of player personnel, and apparently it was starting to work for him. And then he saw him walking and he said, hey, blah, blah, blah. You remember me? This was the guy. I'm the guy here to try, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what he really exactly said, but whatever he said, it worked because the dude liked him so much. He said, well, you're already here. Might as well try out. So he took that opportunity. He said, all right, I'm about to show out. I heard he was catching passes great, but the thing that really impressed him was that 4.3 40. And I was like, man, who is this dude? So he said, Alonzo, the president of personnel for the Cleveland Browns, he called up, the general manager. Was like, man, listen, I don't know who this guy is, but he just ran a 4.3 out here, and I'm thinking about bringing him in for a real tryout. And it's like, hey, at this point, if he's there doing that, bring him in. So he went in, boom, the rest is history. Here's a little bit more information about Mr. Damon Sheehy-Guiseppi. The dude is nothing but humble. Like, every time, because I watch YouTube all the time, every time I'm watching his press conferences with the Cleveland Browns, he's humble as ever. Do you know how hard it is to get on a plane from Arizona all the way to Miami with just $200 in your pocket, and that's all you have because you really want this training? You don't have no place to sleep, you ain't got no food to eat, you ain't got no water to close your back, stuff like that. That's hard, man. You gotta really be mentally tough to do something like that, and apparently he was, because it all worked out in his favor. Well, his first career play in the NFL came in the fourth quarter against the Washington Redskins. They set him out there to say, hey, go catch the punt. You got all access to go because we're trying to see if you guys make teams. So all kickoff returns and punt return units, you're clear to go, which means catch the ball, go. Don't fair catch it. You can't make a team fair catching the ball all the time. The punter kicks it off. Damon sees this opening and he slips past two tacklers, and the dude speed. It's just, he races to the end zone. He gets in the end zone. And the thing that really hit me and the thing that was really awesome was to see literally the whole Cleveland Browns sideline was in the end zone celebrating with this dude, because they all know his story. They all know where he came from. They all know how hard he worked to get there. So that was really special, especially for him to like see people like, man, y'all really like my brothers. Because, you know, when you play a sport, man, that's your brothers, or that's your sisters if you're a girl. You know, that's your sisters, that's your brothers. So to see them come off the sideline and rally for him like that was awesome. And Freddie Kitchens had the biggest smile on his face, like, oh yeah, this kid's making his team.
And it is Sheehy-Guiseppi feeling it inside the 15, and he gets one block, and he's gone, and he is gone. Taking it the distance for the touchdown is Sheehy-Guiseppi on a terrific special teams play. And now Freddie can smile because he has seen all of the units do their thing. And do you think? Love the celebration.
I tell you what, if Damon can somehow return another punt within these last 3 preseason games, I think he'll make the team. The only thing that's going against him right now is that the Cleveland Browns have 6 deadlock receivers on their roster right now. 6. They have 6 receivers, and we all know the top 2, Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham Jr. But you can't forget about Callaway, even though he's going to be suspended for 4 games. So they have a lot of receivers on that roster. Now, there have been guys known to just be strictly return specialists. So if the Cleveland Browns can wiggle out some room and cut somebody that they don't need, I think Damon's going to have a place on this team, because obviously returning the ball is second nature to him. It's easy. It's nothing. And the other thing that's kind of crazy about this whole story is an hour before the game, he misplaced his cleats and he didn't know where they were. So he didn't have any cleats. So he's like all padded up. He has his pads on and everything. He's just wearing socks. And Odell Beckham just comes straight to him and asks him no questions. He just say, hey, here you go. I broke these in for you already. What? Do you know how, bro, listen. Do you know how crazy that is? And do you know how big of a person Odell Beckham is to do that? Odell Beckham already know he's not going to play in the game. He took his cleats off and said, here, I broke these in for you already. By the way, you can keep them. Come on, man. This story don't get no better than this. Are you kidding me? And people always try to make Odell Beckham something he not. And for him to, come on. Come on. You can't, listen, I don't care what team you're a fan of. When you see somebody like this and you see a team like this and a story like this, you got to get behind that team. And I'm not being a bandwagon or anything, but I'm excited to see what the Browns are going to do this year, because they got so much talent on this roster, man. I can tell you one thing. The next day, I don't think Damon realized what he did, because his social media was going crazy. His phone was going crazy. He was in all sorts of interviews telling his story, and I'm happy for the man. 24 years old. Flew all the way to Miami from Arizona just to sleep on a patch of grass, have no food, go take a shower at Lifetime Fitness on a guest membership pass. Is unreal. Now he's here in the NFL, and from what I can see, this dude is making this team. All he has to do is secure the catch, run the ball, and he's going to make this team. Okay? He can make his bread on special teams. There's nothing wrong with that. And who says, God forbid, there is an injury to one of the Cleveland Browns receivers? I'm pretty sure he can catch, and he's fast. So if Baker Mayfield hits him in stride, voila, it's a touchdown. Nobody can cover him. But long story short, man, I know it's been a week since I talked about it. I got a lot of preseason games that I've been watching and that I'll touch on pretty shortly. I'll bring up my overall view of, you know, all the rookies who started and all the guys who are on different teams and just stuff like that. But this video was strictly about Damon Sheehy-Guiseppi and his 86-yard return for a touchdown in the NFL in his first game on his first catch ever. Unreal. I want nothing for the best for this dude. This dude is like inspirational, man. That's a lot. He's gonna have a story to tell if he makes that 53-man roster. Even if he makes the practice squad, he has a story to tell. It's unreal. But this has been another episode of the Sports Juice Network, where we sit, we talk about sports, we drink on some juice. I got some ocean water from Sonic right here. I know I didn't take a sip, it's kind of already drank it already. You know, it's kind of hot out here. It's been 100 degrees lately. But summer is officially, well, summer is not over, but, you know, everything else is starting back up, you know. So I'm trying my best to get these videos out for you. This has been another episode. You know, follow me on all the social medias and all that good stuff, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for sticking around. I appreciate it. Yo!